Hi everyone, good evening and a very warm welcome to this session. So my name is Kriti and I'll be teaching you chemistry. So this is our first chemistry class together. I can see Khushi is here, Apsara, Deepa, Shweta. How are you all doing? Hey Samaira. Nice. Hey Navya. Great. Shweta is already saying, ma'am, you're perfectly audible, perfectly visible, and good to go. Hey, Anita. Ayushi. Chaitanya. Welcome, guys. So, yes, we are beginning with the chemistry chapter. We'll be exploring the magic of chemistry together. Good evening, Mukesh. Hey, Ritesh. So, how many of you like chemistry? Quickly let me know that in the comment section. Let's see how many of you like science, how many of you like chemistry. Super duper excited. Great. Because today we'll be covering a really interesting topic. That is wool. And it's a very important topic from the chapter Fibre to Fabric. Hey Samaira. Anik. So many of you like chemistry so much. High five. Ritesh likes all the subjects. Good. Awesome. Hey Anukriti, thank you. Yes, Anik, this is our first class together. And as you people have already given me a green signal, so let's get started. But before we dive straight into the session, this is something that you must have seen by now. If not, there is a link in the description box. And this link will take you to something really amazing. So definitely we want all of you to try out BYJU'S classes, BYJU'S app. And if you're someone who really actually loves in-depth knowledge, who likes activities, who likes, interesting way of studying the same concept, this is your go-to place. Hey, chemistry is my favorite subject too. Absolutely. So when you'll actually check out the link, you'll find various packages out there. It begins with as low as just rupees 199. यार 199 है, एक बार try करो. Because I'm really confident कि आप जब try करोगे session आपको बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. Magical, absolutely. And how will you get to know about a session unless and until you actually try it, right? पसंद आया then go ahead, नहीं पसंद आया then it's okay. Maybe you would want to explore other packages also. Because what we see here in the live session, we see you people really enjoying all the sessions that we are coming up with. Good to know that. No, not at all, Anita. Amazing. A lot of you are saying you've checked it, you've liked it. So I think it's the first-hand, experience coming out there. Great. Hey, Utkarsh, noted. Awesome. So yes, the link is right there. Go ahead and try this out as well. And let's see what are we going to explore today. So today we'll be talking about animals that yield wool. We'll be talking about rearing and breeding of sheep. We'll also be talking about processing fibers into wool. Super excited? Absolutely. Hey, a lot of you are joining now. Tried. Utkarsh has found the app really interesting. He's found BYJU'S classes really interesting. Good to know that. Yeah, absolutely right. Bilkul. Now, this is one chapter that you've covered in grade 6 also. You remember you've done fibers to fabric in grade 6 as well? It's there in grade 7 also. So, let's start by recalling some basic concepts that you've already covered in grade 6. Now, in grade 7, I'm sure you remember what exactly is a fabric. So, fabric is the cloth material. I'm sure you all know. If yes, then loads of thumbs up in the comment section. Keep interacting with me, okay? Keep posting your answers, keep posting your queries, everything. Yes, Nagendra, in grade 8 again you will be learning more about this. Awesome. So fabric is like the cloth material. Now, it's basically made up of yarn, and yarns are further made up of fiber. So fiber are the thin strands that you see. right? They are like the basic building block of a fabric. Now these fibers are further twisted to make yarn. So yarn are like the loose thread that you have, and then of course we get fabric out of it. So definitely now I hope you all know it's fiber to yarn to fabric. I hope I'm not blocking anything. Great, thank you for giving me the green signal. And we also discussed about the sources of natural fibers. See, for thousands of years, initially, natural fibers were being used, for making fabrics and all. Later, the concept of synthetic fibers came into being. But initially, we were relying on plants and animals. So, both are the natural fiber source, right? Let's talk about plants first. Who will tell me? Fibers, natural fibers obtained from plant, quickly. You all know that, right? I'm assuming सबके बहुत अच्छे marks आए grade 6 science में. Yes, Abhishek, you can definitely attend the class. You'll gain a lot of knowledge here. Cotton, jute, awesome Apsara, Navya, Shweta, Tefina, Kanksha, Pramugdha. Great, yes. So we definitely talked about cotton and jute in grade 6 when we talk about the natural fibers which we get from plants. Now you're in grade 7. Now we will be focusing more on animal, like basically natural fibers obtained from animals. So we'll talk about wool and we'll talk about sheep, and in today's class we'll be talking about wool. So what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you read this term wool? Let's see. What just pops in your head the moment you read this term wool? Sheep, okay. Sweater. A lot of them are saying sweater, 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 sheep. Hey, how can silk come to your mind after reading wool? Warm, sheep. Comes from yak. Spelling, okay. Awesome. So yes, as you people are mentioning out there, so wool comes from sheep, and then after a lot of steps, we convert it into the woolen fabrics, and we'll explore everything in great detail today. So let's get started. Now wool basically is obtained from the fleece of sheep. Now there's a new term out there, fleece. What is the meaning of this term? This term basically means here, okay. So wool is being obtained from the fleece of sheep. Now this can in turn be very coarse beard here also, and it can be soft under here also. So coarse basically means rough. So it can be rough also, it can be soft also. What are we using for making wool? We are using the soft under here, the fine soft under here for making wool. Yeah, so they are really fluffy, right? Hey Apsara, Apsara has given a lot of information out there in the chat box. Yes, Anik, Nitilan. Absolutely, Aditya, we are using the soft one for this. Now, there is actually a process of selecting parents, right? If you want some special characteristics, and you'll actually get to know about a new term, that is selective breeding. So this process of selecting parents, to get some special characteristics is selective breeding. And to know more about selective breeding, you know what to do. So download this wonderful app, BYJU'S the Learning app, and in the most amazing manner, you'll actually understand what this process means. Great. Hey Akanksha. Thank you. Pramugdha, we'll come to breeding really soon. So stay tuned. We are just beginning with the chapter. We're just starting with the chapter. There is loads to explore. Yes, you've covered this in grade 6 as well. Okay, I have a question for you. So we know that there are several breeds of sheep, right? And they are found in different parts of the country. But what do you think? Is sheep the only source of wool? Let's see. I see a lot of you write, no, not at all, ma'am, kaisi baat kar rahe ho? We have a lot of other sources as well. Anik has already mentioned some. So yes, the fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool, and good to know that you already know about this. Yeah, I can see you people are already mentioning all the sources out there. Great, great, great. So let's get started with the first one. So yes, camel. The fur on the body of camels is basically used as wool. Next we've got cashmere goat, and it produces cashmere wool. Really simple, right? You know, it can be woven into fine shawls. You must have heard about cashmere shawls. Yes, Stefina, camel. Correct. The next one is Angora wool from Angora goat, right? You must have again observed this or read this somewhere or the other. Yeah, absolutely. I see a lot of you mentioning other sources. We'll come to that one by one. Great. Yes, Jammu Kashmir. Found in Jammu Kashmir. Absolutely right. Next one we have llama. And in fact, llama and alpaca, they're found in South America. They also give wool. They also yield wool. Yes, Angora is there. Angora goat is there. Definitely there. Correct. A lot of you are saying yak bhi hai. So there you go. It's basically common in Tibet and Ladakh. Great, Shweta. Hey Ritesh, I just forgot your name. I think you have come up, this is your parents' name or something. You can again mention over here, what's your name? Correct, yes. So many sources. Like we by default take it ki sheep hi hoga. But that's not the case. There are so many other sources. And I'm sure you are aware of all these. This is like something that we keep observing. Chemistry in itself is something that you'll keep observing it, around you. It's just, you have to be very observant, you should know where to look for it, you should know how to look for it, and then in everything you'll start finding chemistry. Great. Yes, absolutely. So when we talk about camel, you know that it's going to be camel wool, cashmere goat, pashmina wool. I'm sure you heard about the shawls as well. Pashmina shawls. Have you heard about this? Maybe somewhere you're in the market. Yeah, correct. Angora wool. It's written mohair wool. What exactly do you think is the meaning of this term? Just compare all the three images. Mohair. What do you think is this? Do you think anything different in this or anything special? I won't say different because every category, every type of wool is going to be different from the other. How is it a little special? Hey Anik, that's funny. Yeah, you've heard. Yeah, think about this. How is it a bit special? Let's see. Very good, Shweta. Shweta says it is lustrous. Absolutely. Do you see the shine? I think from this image itself, you can make this out. Correct. Yes, you people are absolutely right. Now, just look at all these sources that we are talking about. Is there anything common out there that you see in this? Where exactly are they found, by the way? Colder regions, correct, yes. And there's a connection with this as well. Now, we also wear woolen clothes in winter. So, there must be some role, there must be some connection in these two things. More in cold areas, yes, Defina. Yes, Mr. Bunny. This is somebody named Mr. Bunny in the class as well. Yes, Anik. Mukesh, Samaira, absolutely right. So why is it that woolen clothes are basically able to keep us warm? How is this actually happening? Well, let's see. So, wool-yielding animals, they have a thick coat of hair. And of course, hair traps a lot of air. I think it's funny, hair traps air. Yeah. So, hair is trapping a lot of air, right? And air, we all know, is a poor conductor of heat. So, all the heat is basically being tapped there. It's not escaping anywhere, and that is how Here keeps the animals warm. Correct. It will not allow the heat or air to pass, right? Absolutely right. So the key word to remember over here is that air is a poor conductor of heat. Awesome. All right. I have a quick question for all of you now. If you've understood everything till here, and if you think that you were listening to every word, to each and every word that I've spoken, and if I give you a question, you will be able to solve it in like minimum seconds, I would say. Then give me loads of thumbs up over here, and then I'll shoot a question. Let's see how many of you are able to solve this really quick. I know you'll arrive at the correct answer. What I want to see is who is going to be the first one to arrive at the correct answer. Yeah. I see a lot of you mention about, like, super confident you people are. Yes, all right. So the last thing that we've talked about is air is a poor conductor of heat. Okay, just keep this in mind. It's not related to the question, but it's the most important point over here. Now, looking at the confidence that you people are showing, let's see what the question is. Choose the correct option that includes the set of only wool-giving animals. Camel and dog, mouse and goat, alpaca and sheep, sheep and hen. And your time starts now. So you've got 60 seconds to answer. And Aditya has already answered. Defina has answered. Shweta has given the answer. Mr. Mani, Anita, Mukesh, Akanksha, Lokesh. Great. Awesome. Rashida, Samiksha, Shashwant, Navya, Vandana. And the best part is all of you are posting the same option. Navya. Great, guys. Awesome. I mean, we're not even halfway through. Still, 20 seconds are left. And there is just one option in the chat box. मतलब सब बहुत अच्छे से सुन रहे. Grade 7 में everybody is super, I think, attentive also and confident also. Great. And you people are also mentioning it's 100%. Now that time's up, I can mention the answer. 100% option C. No, Jyotsna, it's not Menti. Hey, a lot of you are saying we are the first ones to answer. But I'm really happy. I can, I think, take a sigh of relief that all of you are really attentive and you all have landed on the correct answer. So, these are the animals we've already discussed that are yielding wool, that can give wool. And of course, we can see that two of them from here are going to match our option C, that is alpaca and sheep. Correct. Yes, all of you are right. Now, how is wool obtained from an animal? Well, let's see. Over here, for obtaining wool, rearing and breeding of sheep is done, followed by processing of fibers into wool. We'll understand every term, what all these terms basically mean. We'll start with the first term, that is rearing. So basically, rearing is the process of keeping, feeding, giving medical care to the animals, overall care, right? That is what is rearing. In a way, raising the animal. Yeah, absolutely. Correct. Raising the animals. Taking care of them. See, they also need food, shelter and health care, right? So, that is what is rearing. And the second term that you see over here is breeding. Well, breeding, we all know it's the process of actually selecting parents. So, selecting parents in order to obtain, certain good quality of wool in the offsprings. That is going to be breeding. Yes, we'll come to shearing, don't worry. Nice, good to know that. Awesome. Now, what are sheep fed with? What are they eating? What are they fed with? Now, it basically depends whether it's, summers or it's winters. How and when is this happening? What exactly is being given to them? Well, let's see. So, when we talk about summers, you must have seen shepherds taking their herd of sheep for grazing. How many of you have, seen this in reality? Like maybe you were traveling somewhere and You actually observe this, you know, in open hills, in open areas. Yeah, grazing grass and leaves. So many of you have seen that. Hey, good to know that. Vanna says it happens in my village as well. Anita's seen it, but just once. That's okay. Hey, Aditya, good to know that. Lokesh, awesome. Shimla mein dekha, badhiya. Okay, Adarsh. So everyone out there, Mr. Bunny is Adarsh. Okay? We've informed everyone about this. Hey, Ani, good to know. Now, in winters, of course, you know, it's too cold. They are being kept indoors and they are fed with grass, oil cakes, pulses and corn. Absolutely. A lot of you are saying Shimla, by the way. Great, good to know that. Yes, oil cake, that's a new term that you can see. So, oil cake is basically the material that is being left after taking out, you know, oil from seed. Yes, Adarsh. Gorakhpur also, okay. So when you remove oil from seeds, the material that's left, that is going to be oil cake. Yes, Adarsh, already answered. Shweta will come to shearing really soon. So you've understood what rearing is, like basic raising up the animal, right? Taking care of the animal. You've understood what exactly is breeding, right? Selecting the parents based on certain qualities that you want in the offspring. Now, let's understand how the processing is being done. So we'll start with shearing. Shweta really wants us to start with shearing, so let's get started. She's been waiting for this. So, shearing basically is the removal of fleece along with thin layer of skin. So basically shaving off hair. You know, shave off hair, we do that, right? So that is shearing in case of wool yielding animals. Now, this is being done during summers. This is a really important point. Why is it being done during summers? Now, during summers, okay, you make a random guess, then I'll tell you. Shearing is basically being done in summers. It's the hair that is being, you know, shaved off, it's being removed. The preferred time is during summers, during hot weather. I think I've given you a hint also in between. Yeah, it's hot in summers, we all know that. Yeah, correct. So obviously they would need the protective layer in winters, right? Not in summers. Yes, correct. Absolutely right, Shweta. So this wool is also going to keep them really warm, right? They don't need that kind of warmth in summers, but they definitely need that in winters. So shearing is being done in summers. Next is scouring. Now when we talk about this, let's see. It's the washing of the sheared skin with hair. Now this is being done to remove grease, dust, dirt, all these things. So basically a thorough wash is being done. And this can be done using machines as well. Yeah, so keep remembering the steps because I'm going to ask you this towards the end as well. Next, let's see. Next is sorting. Now sorting is really simple. We all know what sorting is. You've done sorting materials in grade 6, so you would understand the basic meaning of this term, right? It's the separation of hair of different textures. So you're just sorting it up. Correct. In a way, collecting, you know, different textures separately. Yeah. So Adarsh has a very interesting question. Is it going to be painful for the sheep during shearing? We'll come to your question really soon. Yes, correct. A thorough wash needs to be done. Yes, Anik, you'll get the PDF of the session. Don't worry about this. Alright, next is removing burrs. Now, what are these burrs? These are like, you know, small, you know, fluffy fibers that you see. Have you ever seen it on your sweaters? I think this is really common. You must have seen it on your sweaters as well. Lokesh has already answered, Adarsh. Lokesh is saying no pain. Yeah, a lot of you have noticed. Great. Yes, Anik. Anik has also answered, Adarsh. Yes, Anita, we'll come to that really soon. Don't worry about it. A lot of you are saying, yes, you've seen that burrs appearing, right? So, the next step is separation of these burrs from the hair. After this, again, the fibers are scoured again, and then again they are dried, and then they are drawn into fibers. Next process is a really interesting one. That is dyeing. So, these fibers that we have, they can be dyed in different colors, Originally, what are the colors that can be there? Natural fleece of sheep, if we talk about, what's the original color? Yeah, Anita says it's like coloring. Initial color क्या हो सकता है? White, of course, that's a Lokesh is saying that's white. Very common guess, yes, Deepa. A lot of you are saying white. Hey, Pratiksha says it can be black and brown as well. Correct. It can be white, black, and brown. Great. Now let's do one thing. How many of you want to dye wool right now in the class? Let's see. If you want to do it, let's go ahead and have an activity time. Aditya wants to have wool and dye it. And you can actually perform this activity at home as well. Great. So over here we are telling you that these fibers can be dyed in different colors. Let's do one thing. Let's do it right now in the class itself. Great, great, great. So let's have the activity time and let's see what do we have over here. So we've got wool threads, right? And what I've done is I've taken these individual ones, we've cut it, I've just made this over here so that we can put this in various colors. Can you see this? Can you see the screen? You can make anything, like this is something random that I've made. You can also pick up and just cut wool threads like these and then you can dye it in different colors. Yeah. So let's switch to the other screen and let's discuss. Let's switch and let's see. I hope you can hear me, by the way. Can you see this? Can you hear me? If yes, then I need a thumbs up. Great, yes, you can. So you can also see various colors. So what we've done is we've taken 5 glasses over here and we've put various colors in this. Now, initially you can see this is white in color. Let's actually dye this and make it into a beautiful pattern. Let's put one in each and let's get started with alright, so we are putting one in each now. I hope you can see this. Yes? Great. So let this be there. It will just absorb all the color and we'll get a beautiful pattern now. I've put all the glasses near this. You can try this at home as well. All right. Let the extra paint just go down and then I'll take this out and I'll show you the various colors that we've got. Yeah, absolutely. I think out of all the steps that we've discussed, dyeing is the most interesting one, isn't it? Which step do you find the most interesting one? Yeah, Aditya. So Aditya has a very good, idea that we can use this. This is such a simple thing. We can actually use this as a decoration item also at home. Great. So let's come back to the main screen and see this beautiful pattern that has come up. Great. Let's come back. Now, can you see this? I hope it's perfectly visible to all of you. You can have colors of your own choice. Even for Anik, dyeing is the favorite part. Let's keep rotating it. Yeah. So you can add various colors according to your own preference. And there you go, you have just, done one step of dyeing it right in front of you right now, in the class itself. Awesome. Great. All right. Nice. Good to know that. I think a lot of you are wanting to try this. I saw a lot of comments saying that, this can be used for decoration as well. And you're absolutely right. We can actually use this for decoration as well. Little things. This can be our DIYs. And yes, you can go ahead and try this out. And definitely you can add your own innovations to this as well. Good, good to see that. All right, now, once dyeing is being done, the next is rolling. So, what happens in this? The fibers are straightened, they are combed and they are rolled into yarn. Okay, this is what is rolling. Really simple, they are basically rolled into yarn. Okay, how many of you can actually post the correct sequence of all the steps? Let's see. Quickly, if you have understood all the steps that were being involved in the processing of, fibers into wool, a quick reply. Let me see who's going to be the first one. So what's the first step? Let's see. It's okay, Ayush. Hey, Shweta says shearing. A lot of you have already mentioned the complete sequence. So yes, good to know that you people have been really attentive. You people have had all the focus over here, because the answers that I'm getting is just great. Awesome. So yes, we started with shearing and then scouring, followed by sorting. Correct. You people are absolutely right. Then removing burrs and dyeing, and finally, what was the last one? I'm forgetting the last one. You'll help me out with the last one. Quickly, one word in the chat box, and then I'll understand that you've understood everything. Good, awesome. I see everybody is saying rolling. So yes, there you go. Bilkul sahi. Well done. Awesome. So if you have understood all these 6 steps perfectly fine, quickly like this video and loads of thumbs up in the comment section also. Yes. Yes, Shweta, that can definitely be done based on selective breeding, right? Correct. So, there was a question that was being asked in the middle of the session somewhere. Somebody had a doubt, and we also have a similar homework question for you. Does the process of shearing hurt the animal? And you can actually explain your answer in the comment section below. So, all the animal lovers out there, I think you should definitely answer this one. Good to see that. So yes, go ahead and post your answers in the comment section below, but not right now. Right now, if you'll post, it will be lost in the chat somewhere. Right after the session gets over, come back and then post in the comment box, so that we know who all have actually attempted the homework question. And in the next class, we'll begin on this note only. We'll be first talking about the homework question. We'll also be talking about who all have, taken out time to answer this one. Good. I can see some of you have posted the answer here, but nonetheless, post it again once the session is over. And yes, we keep telling you this because we really believe in this, that we've got you covered. We'll keep coming up with amazing sessions to make everything really interesting for you, to, relate science with everything around you, with your real life. It's not just something limited to textbooks. It's not just something limited to your, exams. It is very much out there. So, for actually real life learning, you know what to do. And hey, for the ones who've joined late, because a lot of you were saying that we've joined the session a bit late. So, there is a link in the description box. Please go ahead and try this out. This is for the BYJU'S app, BYJU'S classes. You can definitely go and explore this, and all the wonderful things are waiting for you. And the best part is, it is for as low as rupees 199 only. So I think this is something that we can definitely pitch in to observe the amazing learning platform that BYJU'S is offering you. You can over here in YouTube channel, when we give our live sessions, you can definitely see our commitment. You can definitely see how the sessions are going. You really enjoy, you really interact so much. I'm really confident that you will actually love all these sessions as well. Good, a lot of you are saying already taken. That's the best part. And the experience has been good. See, you're getting the first hand, experience out there. Great. Yes, Anita, we'll come to that. Don't worry. This is just the first session. We're just beginning with the chapter. Yes, Utkarsh. Awesome. And I hope, by the way, all of you are on Telegram. So we can also connect over there. You will get all the session updates. You'll get all the PDFs. You'll get everything. I saw somebody write about PDF kab milega. You'll get it on Telegram. You'll get everything sorted for you on Telegram. That's the best thing. So आपको हर चीज, starting from the revision questions to homework questions to everything interesting, Sunday fun facts, everything you will be getting on Telegram. Already joined, awesome. Great, good to know that. Yeah, so for all the subjects you're getting it together in one consolidated manner. Yes, Aditya, you too. And yes, of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon as well. So it feels really nice when you encourage us. So hit this bell icon, hit the like button, and of course, subscribe to the channel. And if you're liking what we are doing over here, if you're liking the sessions, you can always tell your friends and everybody around you to subscribe the channel as well. Because we have a lot of sessions, where there is a mentee, where there is something where you all can interact. So you can definitely ask your friends to join, and then together we can have much more fun. Great. All right, so keep exploring the magic of chemistry, and I'll see you in the next class. Take care. Bye-bye.